What's good, Slim? Hey, man, we back. This one gonna be a little different, man. Why I am gonna do a little bit of commentating. This is a transformation video. And also, I guess I can explain the high-temp to you guys as well. But, yeah, man, we gonna get straight to it, man. This one right here, hair texture a little different than the other videos I've been posting. I've been posting people with that fine, nice hair, but this texture a different ball game. Every time I get one of my clients with that good, that good black magic hair, it remind me like, hold up, this ain't the easiest, but I don't know. I ain't gonna lie, like high temps with the bush, that's one of my cuts that I continuously work on, because it's hard. It's like you wanna have it look a certain way, so man, I ain't the best at the high temps, I ain't gonna lie, so y'all don't chew me up in the comments. I tell y'all all the time, I'm still learning as well. I'm just teaching y'all what I know so far, what I learned in the last 2 years. I'm just giving y'all that knowledge, but don't think I'm not still learning. Don't think I'm not still watching YouTube videos and get better. I'm doing the same thing y'all doing, so yeah, man, I went in as always, put the ball line, cleaned his face up. He always like to knock the beard off, just keep the mustache and the chin. He don't even like the full goatee. So I always already know to ball him out. And as y'all can see, my man Robin, because we be talking. He always booked a 45-minute cut, because I don't know if he know we gonna be talking or what, but yeah, it always work out perfect. I got one service for 30 minutes, one service for 45 minutes. And that includes like the hot towel and stuff like that. But yeah, man, we went in with our ball line, then we going in with our no guard lever open. I'm doing this cover them TPOB plate clippers as well. So, not gonna lie, the plate clipper, bro, the plate clipper might be the best clipper. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Like, I love my instincts, but one thing I have to wait for is to when I have to change the blade. That's when I'm really gonna judge the clipper, because when you gotta change the blade on certain clippers, it's like they never cut the same. I'm not gonna say no names on that, but it's a lot of these clippers companies, man, when you go get that, replace the trimmer, the clipper, the blade, my bad. Y'all know what I always say. I'm only doing one take on these voiceovers, so if I stumble, you know what I'm saying, y'all just go with the flow. But yeah, man, after you change that blade on them clippers, man, they don't never hit the same. It's like you gotta get a blade like every 6 months or 3 months after that. But anyway, so far so good with these plate clippers. But right now, I went in with the no guard, created that guideline, and now I'm going in with my one guard open, and I'm just bringing the hair down. That's like a little technique I try to use before I go against the grain with the high temp. So I bring the hair down with the grain as you saw me do, and then I go against it at the bottom of it. I don't go as high up as I did when I was going against the grain. With the grain as I do when I go against it. So that's all I did there. Took that one guard open, which I call a 1.5. I brung that down, try to smooth it out and make like a transition to the hair from the fade area. That's like where I struggle at with the high temps. It's like I want them to have a certain look during that transition point up there. It's like you don't want the fade to be too stretched out, but you want it to have that effect. So again, I'm just working daily on getting better, guys. Don't think I feel like I've reached my full potential, or I feel as though that I can't learn more, because trust me, again, I'm learning every day. I learn something new sometimes, and I come and show y'all on here. So yeah. But right now, I'm just trying to create that transition. I only use the one guard so far. You really only need a 1 and 1.5 to do high temps. You shouldn't need especially with a bush, you shouldn't need nothing more than that. Or you gonna probably start going up too high, and you gonna lift the fade up higher than it needs to be. Yeah, guys, so right now I'm like, alright, this looking decent for me right now. After I went in with the zero guard, I cleaned up a little more. That's a nice little transition right there. Remember, you gotta know how you gotta understand how the fade gonna look before you put the line on. So that's good money. And remember, I detail a little bit more, you know, after I put that line on. And y'all know what I do with the next fade. If you don't know the steps to this next fade, then you need to go watch my last few videos that I posted. I explain this over and over, so I'm gonna just let the video play out, speed it up a little bit for you guys so we can move through the process a little bit more. But overall, man, it's a crazy high temp. We about to do transformation, so lock in with me. Make sure you guys stay tuned to the end so you guys can see the transformation. Also, if you made it this far into the video, guys, man, you already know. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. We going upper. We on our way to the upper. I'm not even giving no more numbers. Like, are we trying to get 5,000? Man, we just trying to go upper. Whatever that is, whatever that number is, that's what we going for. So like, comment, share, subscribe. Always subscribe to be a part of the family. I try my best to reply to every comment. So if you comment, you're not talking to a ghost. I see you guys' comments. Sometimes they come in like back to back, and I might miss one or two. But for the most part, I try to go through and make sure I'm communicating with you guys. And remember, if it's something you want to tell me or something you want to critique, man, just put it in the comments, and I'm gonna hear you out for sure. So, yeah, man, let's lock in. Alright, y'all. So before I get into this lineup, I'm gonna do a little bit more detailing to the fade area, just to try to get rid of that like bulk area. It looks kind of ununiform, so I'm just going with the grain to bring that hair down some. Not digging into the bush area, just trying to like gradually blend it down a little bit so it won't look like it's just sitting on top. But it's like an art to it, because you don't want to dig into the bush, but you want it to have some type of transition. So that's why I say this is one of the hardest cuts to do, if you ask me, but that's just me, you know. But this part right here is important. Make sure you guys doing this when like somebody have a bush or something. Make sure you like exactly what I'm doing. I don't know what to call it, but you just like you cleaning up the hair that's hanging over. You making it like stand up, no diddy. So you want to do this to the front and the side. That's gonna like make your cuts look a lot better and cleaner. I just learned that recently, probably like a couple months ago. I was studying like other people that was doing like high temps, and I'm like, how the hell they look like that? Like, but I had to realize you have to scoop that hair up in the front and on the sides, and it's gonna make the shape up pop out. But I'm doing the same thing here. I'm just like doing a little bit more detailing to the fade area, so I can blend it, you know, into the fade. And his hair is super coiled. Like, if I comb it out, by the time I finish cutting, it's gonna be right back looking like this. So yeah, it's just his hair texture. It curls up like a lot. And I know people gonna be like, oh, them ain't curls, them naps. Bro, all naps is just curls, bro, on thicker, coarse hair. That's all a nap is a curl. All waves are curls laid down, bro. So yeah, it just they call them nappy, because it's like you got that thick, that wool type hair. But if you know, you know, that's the best type of hair to walk the planet. But anyway, yeah, man, I'm going in with the lineup, vertical bars, both sides, and then we gonna do what we do. If y'all made it this far in the video, man, make sure y'all like, comment, share, and subscribe for the kid, man. Remember, we not perfect, but we seeking perfection eventually. So we growing together. At first, I was like, I'm gonna wait till I'm this person, or I feel like I'm the best. I mean, I do feel like I'm one of the best. Let's clear that up. But I felt like I didn't want to show any flaws of mine on YouTube. You know, like, everything isn't gonna be perfect. Unless you taking an hour, 2 hours, like, everything isn't gonna be absolutely perfect. But we trying to get there. We trying to get it to where everything looks perfect. So that's why I tell y'all growing with me. I'm not just already this superstar barber. I'm not at all. So this is the time to, you know, catch the wave and grow with me. Y'all can grow. If y'all got any channels y'all teaching, man, drop them in the comments. I subscribe to y'all channels as well. If y'all teaching some type of information, man, look, I subscribe. Just drop it in the comments. People know, a few people follow me on IG. They hit me in a DM, say, yeah, bro, I followed you from this, that, whatever. I went back and followed them back, bro. Like, ain't no like, it's no pride, or I don't feel like I'm better than none of you guys. I want you to be on the level that I am. And you gotta be careful for clients too, bro, because they'll start dozing off and that'll ruin their whole head. So why she gonna start dozing off, I think right here. Yup, look. You talking about, damn, yeah, you could have chopped your whole head, eyebrow, mustache, anything could have. Y'all gotta try to stay woke in that barber chair, bro. We need both of our hands. Y'all be thinking we can hold y'all head up, like we want to push your head away or hold your head. Like, that's because we have to. Y'all gotta know how to hold your head in the right direction, and understand that even though, like, I rock with my clients, they know, like, it's all love, but Come on, bro. You can't keep, like, he didn't keep doing it. He just dozed off once. But you got some clients, bro, soon as you sit in a chair, you going to sleep. I'm like, bro, this is not a place to sleep. This is a place to get your hair cut, bro. Y'all gotta stop. I'm speaking for all barbers when I say this. Some barbers gonna say, oh man, bro, keep your head up, bro. You making my job harder. Keep nodding off and thinking I'm gonna hold your head up, and I'm gonna start throwing water on y'all, bro. Y'all start dozing off in the chair, I'm gonna hit you with some water, bro. I'm gonna put a sign up. If you doze off, you will get sprayed by water. But yeah, man, I'm going in with the enhancements now. We already know we don't do too much with them. We just put a little and y'all know I get that hairline crispy way before I put any type of, you know, enhancements on it. That's the thing. Make sure y'all lining these people up correctly before you add enhancements. I don't care what nobody say. Don't add no fibers or spray or none of that before you shape them up, bro. Because then you only lining up spray, and soon as the spray wipe off, it look like they don't have a shape up. When you shape it up first, then add the enhancements, you know what you working with without the enhancements. So I know if these enhancements wash off, his cut is still gonna look fresh. It's gonna be at least this good how it was before I sprayed it, and you want it to be that way. You don't want to just spray somebody's hairline on. That's what gave like enhancements a bad rep of people misusing it. But if you use it correctly, bro, every cut need a little bit of enhancements. At the end of the day, you gotta think you paying $50-$60 plus for these cuts. You want it just to look like a regular cut? Nah, you want that thing to pop out. And then if you like a regular cut and you mad that somebody charging you that, look, the slap costs that amount of money at this point. It ain't even about, you know what I'm saying, what type of cut you getting. I sell my 30-minute slats. I don't care what type of cut you getting. It's pretty much gonna be around the same amount for that 30-minute service. But I'll get into like how my pricing and all that too, because I got a video up where I put like, if you do this, you can charge $100 a cut, and this raised some controversy. But I mean, I never said I charged $100 a cut. I never said, you know, what I make, but whatever the case is, man, we just working, man. We ain't worrying about the negativity. No negativity. And when you add that holding spray after you shape them up, it got a little spice to it. So I knew that was gonna wake him back up. Now I'm going there with that sponge again. I set some mousse in there, let it dry a little bit. So you gotta let the mousse dry, then sponge them too. That's another secret. Don't try to put the mousse on it and then sponge it. No, put the mousse on it, dry it up a little bit, and then hit it with the sponge, and the curls will be a little, ditty thicker. They'll stand out a little bit more. And the way I brushed up, like when I was cleaning up the front, you see how it looks dark? It's separated from like the curls. That effect has to do with when you scooping that hairline up. But yeah, man, he looking good, man. Last but not least, before I go, man, make sure y'all show support. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Y'all know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing. In my work area, my work area, it was getting a little hectic over there. But you want to try to keep your area as organized and as clean as possible. Of course, if you're a licensed barber, you know that. But I know it's barbers out here that's cutting that's not licensed. And listen, I ain't against it. Like, you do what you do to get your money. Just know what the risk that you take, know what consequences that can come with it. If you willing to accept that, then do that. Cause I mean, for a while I was cutting under apprenticeship, so we ain't gonna get all into that. But listen, do what you gotta do, but make sure you at least studying and learning things on your own. I was in an apprenticeship program. I didn't really do too much. I wasn't really taught a lot. I would just put in with the wolves, and I did what I had to do. I had to go home and study that test the Maryland State Board test. I had to study that. I took that test 3 times. I passed it on the 4th time. That's how determined I was. So I taught myself everything, not just cutting. I taught myself the book work as well. Like, I had to study. I wasn't a good like tester in school and stuff like that. So I mean, it was a little difficult for me, but I knew it was something that I wanted to do. I knew this would change my future. You understand what I'm saying? I knew that if I had to pass that test, because I didn't want to have to worry about cutting all my life without a license. So yeah, man, make sure y'all learning things off the court. Should we say, make sure y'all learning things outside the game. On the sideline, make sure you study, read, and learning, your at least minimum your sanitation. Like, learn how to sanitize. I change my headrest every so often, but I wipe it down after every client. You don't see too many people with headrest covers and stuff like that, but I use that because I understand everybody's hair isn't clean. I don't know what everybody's situation is, or like their health, records. I don't know. So I just try to do what I can to protect. But man, y'all see what it is. Just the final results, man. I've been rapping this last 10 minutes, but I'm out. Y'all lock in with me.